Hello everyone, this is Diane. I have two more prayer journals that I have just completed. One is for a gift and one will be in my shop. I will go through this one first. This is the one that's a gift for my friend. The word came from a set of die cuts with spiritual type of words and phrases on them, grace, but this happens to be my friend's name. So this journal is for her. It's created with a Reader's Digest book cover that has this little Lily of the Valley design, which is appropriate because in the Bible, Jesus is referred to as the Lily of the Valley, at least once. So I just added this pretty flowered trim and this vintage, see how brown that is? Vintage lace, which is gorgeous. And there's a metal book plate here that I glued on. It has 3 signatures. And let's just go through. It's made with an assortment of kind of, not all leftover pieces, but various digikits put together. This one is from Tsunami Rose. There are several. It has a scripture verse and then lines for journaling. This one is from Mary Lou Fallow's kit that I had made the Shabby Chic journals from, and this is Tsunami Rose. So all the postcards and all of those journaling cards are from Tsunami Rose. Then I had printed these watercolor journaling cards from TLC Creates Vintage. I had printed 3 of each of them before I did the other journals, and then I forgot. I had them all cut out and I had set them aside, and then I forgot about them. So I included a lot of them in each of these books. So they're beautiful watercolors with a scripture verse. They're nice big cards. This is TLC Creates Vintage. She has a prayer journal too. That's just a postcard page. I did some stenciling on the plain white pages. And in the other journals, I had used digital linens that had been scanned in, and they were from Roxy Creations. So I decided to scan my own. I have so many pieces that I decided to try scanning my own. So this is a crocheted piece that I didn't actually scan it in. I just put it on my printer and made a copy of it. There's an eyelet tab there. Vintage Children's Bible Storybook. This is TLC Creates Vintage. This is wallpaper. I made a pocket. Some lace here. Tsunami Rose, and an envelope that I don't know where I got it from. Do I have something in there? No, I have to put something in there. And this is from, I think it's from Calico Collage. They're smaller size, but they have scripture verses and lined pages. I did some stamping. I have some scripture verse stamps. This is one of Roxy Creations linen pieces. So I printed it on cardstock, and then I just made a tag to tuck inside it. Fabric collage, and this is a blue crocheted piece, and you'll see I made a copy of that larger piece. There's some eyelet right there. Just some washi tape and die cuts. This is a vellum bag, and there's a cross die cut that someone had sent me. And this is the second signature. Couldn't remember what signature we were on. Here's a collage on the front. I did a video showing me putting that together. Here's another one that I had made a copy of. More wallpaper here. And I had gotten this piece from the remnant bin at Walmart, but it was all rolled up and wrapped with paper. And I thought it was like fabric, but it's plastic. I guess you would make a plastic tablecloth or something out of it. And I thought it was pretty cool, so I cut it and made it into a pocket. There was a bigger piece of it that I cut apart. I did some spraying too. This is a piece of the chenille snippet roll that Sarah sent me from her shop, Me and My Son Treasures. So I cut a piece of that off and put it on as a flap. Some rosettes up there, and this is, sorry, I'm holding my camera. This is like 6 sheets of paper, 5 or 6 sheets of paper there. This is a collage I did on some cardstock. I stamped on the background and then collaged these pieces. This is vintage wallpaper here. And we have a collage here, third signature, with a vintage doily and some coffee dyed muslin. One of Roxy Creations. And this is the blue crocheted piece that I scanned. I just laid it on my printer and put some white cardstock on top of it for the background and then copied it. Wallpaper here. This is one of my envelopes that I decoupaged on. There's a tag inside. I stamped a scripture verse on it. And these are actual pages from a very vintage hymnal. I just folded them up and tucked them in there. So if she is using this as a prayer journal, devotional book, she could, use them to sing with. She is a very, very, very musical person. This is the vintage trim that was sent to me by Eve. So that's for my friend. This one will be in the shop. It's called Faith. I also have a friend named Faith. I should give this one to her. But no, it'll be in my shop, and there's some vintage trim on the side, the same vintage trim. Has the same elements. This isn't a pocket, I just glued it on the front page there. Has the same watercolor cards, the Tsunami Rose. Pretty much the same things. So I'll just flip through it quickly. There's some wallpaper. Has another piece of the blue doily. I love this piece of fabric that someone sent me. Wallpaper, that is so pretty. I got that from a lot of the wallpapers that I used in these faith books, prayer books, came from Diane Shaw from my old barn door. She had some wallpaper bundles. I have wallpaper, but she had a lot of florals. She had a good price on them, so I got a set. Another piece of the chenille snippet roll. This is actually, I think there's one in the other book too, one of these stickers. I have these stickers in my shop, and I just took one and stamped on it and backed it onto something stiffer and cut around it and used it as a little pocket there. This is the sheet of tablet type of thing. Some vintage wallpaper here. This is a fuzzy tab. This is the same envelope, same kind of envelope, but it's not decoupaged. I used some, I think it was faded denim, faded jeans or something is the color, and the vintage photo to do the stenciling, and some more hymnal pages in there. So this one will be in my shop, and I will list the shop below. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.